Hey everybody, and welcome back to Steve's Music Room. We had a request that came in the other day for Lives in the Balance by Browne, so we're going to give you guys a quick tutorial and show you how to play it. The song is in E minor, and depending on which YouTube video you watch of Jackson playing it, he plays in a multitude of different capo positions. When he was younger, he used to play it with a capo on the 3rd fret, which would put it up in G minor. As he got older, he dropped down into standard tuning. But what he's done on the most recent tour, for those who saw him on the solo acoustic tour, is he actually tuned his entire guitar down a half a step and then capoed at the 1st fret so that he was playing back in E minor again. Since that doesn't matter and I don't feel like having my guitar tuned to D flat, I'm going to just leave it in standard tuning and we can play along with him on the most recent tour in E minor. So this song's got a little bit of a tacit shuffle beat to it. It goes like this. E minor, and then we're calling this a D. I don't think it is a D, I think it's probably an A9th, but if you look at the chords for the song, the real chords are E minor, D, E minor, D, but that's not how it's really played. It's really played by shifting the E minor position down one whole string. And I think that in some twisted world we're going to call this a D chord. I'm not quite sure why. But I think if we figure out the notes in there, it's either a D or it's a D with an E bass. But whatever it is, it sounds nice. And this is what he's doing. And predominantly, he's playing only the top 4 strings. And he's just shuffling and muting them with the palm of his hand. Now, what you'll see him do with his 3rd finger is he's hitting this G note on the bass in between. And once you can get that beat down, it's a little bit of an awkward beat, but it's kind of cool, and once you get the shuffle, it works great. Then he goes to the chorus. C, E minor, C, E minor, C, G, D, B 7th, and then back to this part again. I'm going to do that again. So we're going to come off the shuffle, C, E minor, C, E minor, D, chorus goes dee 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 dee. Just alternating between the E minor and the D, and you're muting again with the palm of your hand. It's a very interesting technique. It took me a while to get it as well, but once you get it and you play along with them on the YouTube video, it works really, really well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on the YouTube video. Oh, I wanted to show you one last thing. When you go from the, there's a part in the song, you'll watch when I play it, of course. There's a part in the song where it goes from the C down to the B 7th. And that's actually the way Jackson does it. But there's another way to do it that I think actually works a lot better. I like going to this. And what I'm doing is I'm muting the E string with my finger. And I'm sliding what is basically a C 5th at this point. I'm only hitting these top 4 strings anyway, so clearly this would have been a C chord. But I'm just hitting these 3 and then sliding it down 1. Another thing I tried the other day, and it worked really well, is I actually tuned the bottom E string, the high E string, to D and let that ring open. It didn't matter at all during most of the song because you weren't playing down there anyway. But when you came down to the D chord, it worked really nicely, and it certainly worked well with the open progression. I'll show you real quick. So you can see, it doesn't really mean anything at this point in the song because I'm not really playing those chords anyway. I'm not playing that string anyway. Here's my C, and I'm still only on the top few strings. When I go to the G, I'm just leaving this E string off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But now when I go to the D, I'm picking it up again. and then I can slide these guys around. Again, that's not what Jackson does, but I like it. I think it's cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the YouTube video of Jackson playing this song, and this is from the most recent tour, so it's in standard tuning. No one's better at that, beginning a song with finger picking, than Jackson. Okay, so hopefully you can hear the music. We're just going to play along with it for a bit. Anyway, hope that you found that helpful. Just a quick tutorial on Jackson Browne's Lives in the Balance by request. I forget who requested it, but wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying it. And keep those requests coming. We'll try and get some more videos in over the course of the next couple weeks. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.